What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to talk to you about Lucid. It is currently pre-market, so I want to give you a quick overview of some of the data points, some expectations for today, and aside from that, some updates in regards to that new SEC transparency rule and when that will be kicked in. Before we get into any of that, make sure to hit that thumbs up, and with that, let's get right to it. So starting off pre-market, it is flat. For the most part, it was turning red up until PPI data came out, which in reality on a month-over-month basis it was lower than anticipated, so of course that's good, but on a year-over-year a little bit higher. As far as the market though, it is taking it as a rather strong positive. So NASDAQ is down currently 0.2, S&P down 0.09, and Dow is down 0.04. So in reality, kind of looks like a pretty good day. Of course, with today being Friday, this is going to come into kind of a little bit more of effect if Lucid does have a run. But $3.50, you see a lot of strong walls associated to options. So this is all the open interest for the call options. Currently 14,000 at that $3.50 strike price, and then 25,000 for next week. So of course, shorts and market makers will have a financial interest in trying to suppress and keep Lucid lower than this. And so this is kind of a good transition into shorting. So every single video I kind of bring up shorting, not because Lucid or every stock I cover is a squeeze play, but rather it's a good tool to really use, because if shorts continuously increase, there has to be some reason, right? And so right now 28.13% of the free float is being shorted. Works out to be 252.2 million shares overall are being shorted. And I'm sure a lot of people know shorts have been a pain in Lucid's back for a very long time. And in case you guys do not know, so latest round of 13Fs, you see a lot of institutions somewhat maintaining the position, increasing. It's kind of back and forth, but 13Fs are for the most part long positions unless a entity wants to voluntarily disclose their short position. So very flawed, right? So if someone wants to short and you have a lot of money, you can pretty much go undetected, right? And so essentially, if we kind of look here, there's two entities in total that voluntarily disclose their short positions, and it looks like both ETFs. Aside from that, you see a lot of entities disclosing that they have puts and stuff like that, which is similar to shorting, not the same though. But when it comes to this SEC transparency rule, which essentially was passed in October of 2023. Originally, it was forecasted to be kind of implemented second half of 2024. So basically where we're at, it got moved to the first half of 2025. And now I just kind of looked at it. It says January 2nd, 2026. So they keep pushing it back. And so ultimately with this new 10c-1a SEC rule, that will force during 13Fs disclosures, all of these entities to disclose their long and short position. So of course, nobody wants to be seen as the bad guy, right? So that will mean that a lot of these entities will be returning some of their shares, in my opinion, of course, because like nobody wants to be the obviously citadel of the market anymore, especially Lucid. It actually does produce something, but yet it's massively shorted, like 28%. That's very much unjustified. So I just wanted to kind of point out how this is getting pushed back isn't necessarily a good thing, but once that is implemented, which of course by Q1 2026, Lucid will be really ramping up on the Gravity, and a lot of hype will be in regards to that mid-size SUV. So it might, Lucid stock price might go up quite dramatically at that time. But as of right now, no actual news from Lucid, so rather quiet from them, no SEC filing. So it's kind of just piggybacking off their broader market. There was this that did come out, and so by Saudi Bay, and it's ultimately just saying how because of the low production numbers in Q3, one reason for that is because maybe they were saving some materials for the Gravity. Again, we don't really have much transparency on that. But yeah, it is what it is. I always find it funny on a side note about how Twitter always says, was this translation accurate? It's like, how the hell am I supposed to know if that was accurate or not? But regardless, I guess that could be one potentially posed question from retail to management. Why was there lower production numbers? Was it to kind of save inventory? Or actually, I'm pretty sure there's a better way how to kind of put that. Like, do you have sufficient amount of I guess, materials to ramp up on the Gravity. I think that's kind of a good way. But aside from that, just anticipate shorts to be rather active today if Lucid is to have a run up. But right now, with it at $3.32, it is trading between this S2 and this S1. So $3.16 is the strong support. $3.38 is that next strong resistance slash target. And then on the actual chart itself, you do have that 50-day moving average roughly around that 350 mark. So this is why you are seeing a lot of these walls set up by options. So it's kind of one of those crappy domino effects, but eventually Lucid is going to break out and stay out. I don't know if Tesla, once the market does open, if that's going to drag down other EVs because of their event that happened yesterday, which in reality is somewhat of a flop. I think that's a consensus out there. But I don't know if people are going to translate that to all EVs for autonomous driving of sorts, or if that's just more of a Tesla lack of just information problem. So we'll just have to wait and see, but this is a quick pre-market update. Depending on what happens during the trading day, if there's a lot of good developments, then I'll do a PM video. But yeah, if you guys are interested, let me know if you want me to do an afternoon video or anything else. But yeah, let me know you guys' thoughts. Are you planning on buying any more? If not, what price would you potentially buy more? I think that's more of a better question. So if it does break below 3, are you guys a buyer? Or are you guys a buyer at 2? Or do you think it's just going to kind of trend up? So what's your guys' thoughts? Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. And as well, with Lucid kind of stuck between that 50 and 100-day moving average right now, this is a very good time for you guys to research options, because volatile stocks kind of stuck within a set trend. Absolute gold mines for options. So once again, kind of just research, do your own due diligence, and all the other fun jazz. But with all that, appreciate all of you guys watching. I did also launch memberships on a FYI for this YouTube channel. So if you like my Lucid content and want to support the channel, definitely consider joining as a member. So link to that is in the description below and also the comments. And one final thing, take advantage of this promo. It does give you 5 free stocks. Each stock is valued up to $2,000. Kick-ass deal. Link in the description below and also the comments. With all that, appreciate all of you guys watching.